It is the RIOT Podcast. Good day and welcome to the Thursday, June 16th edition. It's just a reminder, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all.
Well, then I don't know if we have much of a show. I don't know if you want to be throwing that out there right now.
I do. I just don't want anybody to be mean to me.
Okay.
Yeah. Or you guys.
Sure. No way to think about us.
Yeah. For example, don't give anybody the finger.
Why is that? Are you going to put that in this podcast?
Yeah, I am.
I think Hudson is truly stuck on the fact of wondering if you can flip someone off with the middle toe.
Uh-huh.
And it's not like you're flipping people off with your fingers, so why are you worried about your toes?
I'm just curious if it means the same thing.
Yeah, you could do anything with a finger, and it could mean whatever you want it to mean if you have the right body language.
I guess. Sure. Now, I asked Isaiah this question. You raised an interesting point, right? Was it you that brought up the monkeys?
Yeah, I brought up the monkeys.
And monkeys.
Now, you need to say that more, guys, because it sounds weird if you say, oh,
yeah,
did you just bring the monkeys?
You brought the monkeys, right?
Yeah, you brought monkeys into this.
I did bring monkeys into it. I said that if a monkey did it, then it would seem like they're flicking you off, you know?
Yeah.
But I also think that if you can do that, then that's like an abnormal thing to be able to do, obviously.
Uh-huh.
So therefore, it is still flicking you off, but nobody can do it, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Just if you have to use your hands
to hold your other toes.
Well, if you have to use your hands, then you're no longer doing it.
Well, that's a whole different sign, isn't it?
It is, yeah, it doesn't count then.
I mean, your toes are just gonna, whereas like in your hand, let's watch how we show this. Your middle finger is the longest one. But if you look at your toes, like that's not the case.
True.
So it's just really hard.
Confusing.
It's not going to stand out as much.
Yeah.
Unless you squish your other toes down and leave your big toe up.
That's a good point.
Okay.
I mean, it'd be difficult.
Are
But
you ready
I do
to
like the idea
accept
that
closure with this?
you go to the zoo and the monkey is giving you the finger, but he's using his foot to do.
I don't know
He's giving you the foot finger.
Why
Why
are you
is this a thing?
so obsessed over this?
Doesn't it just makes you think?
No,
you know?
it doesn't.
It gets your mind
Thinking about what? Like the fact that someone could do that with their foot?
Yeah, just like is there foot sign language? I guess is what I'm wondering.
There
That's
isn't.
what I'm really wondering.
There isn't.
Well, I think for humans you could.
If you were like working with like a deaf person, are you saying?
No, like say you didn't have arms or hands.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure you could do way more than the average person with your feet.
I've seen commercials with people painting with their feet.
Yes, okay.
I've seen people do a lot of things with their feet.
Yeah.
No, but it's not flipping people off.
But maybe they could.
This would perhaps.
What if you
this
were
would
a person
settle
with no
more.
arms and you were really mad at somebody?
Then you would just use your words like everybody else.
But what if, you know...
You should see the defeat in his face. When she said that, you should see the
just use
defeat
our
in his
words when we're
face.
angry as well, but sometimes people don't.
Yeah,
Sometimes people use their fingers.
Nobody really uses that, you don't only use that, too. You're
They
also
only
saying
flip you
things.
off if you're in the car and they can't hear you.
Yeah.
Like, if someone flips you off, that means you can see them mouthing horrible words at you, but you can't see it. They're just mad at you, so that's what they're doing.
Like, can you imagine being in an argument with someone and them just flicking you off from 3 feet away? They would never do that.
They wouldn't do it.
I've seen it happen.
Yeah, they look stupid when they do that. You look
You're like,
dumb.
I never said they look smart.
You tell them, you're like, hey, hold my shoe.
Yeah.
Let me get my toes out. All right. Are you okay to move on from this?
Are you good on this?
I can sense that you guys don't care, so I will just move on.
Okay, it's not that we don't care, but I just would like closure.
I'm gonna go
so I don't have to think about it again.
Talk to my wife about it instead
Yeah.
or something.
She has to
You
hear-
figure it out somewhere else.
She has to listen to you.
We also talked about some of our vacation plans for the summer, or
Help.
lack thereof, of vacation plans.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, you guys just need to figure it out. You either need to commit to doing it or you got to stop talking about it. It's one or the other.
If you don't stop pressuring me, then we will start seeing about the toe.
Nikki's like she's taking her shoe off right now.
I have slides on.
Yeah, she doesn't even need to take it off. Yeah,
Well, if you guys have any ideas, seriously, on any vacation stuff, because we've done so much of the other things, I just want to do something a little different.
Yeah, we want something new, but the problem is there's not a lot of new things that we know about that are convenient. So it's a tough road to hoe.
Stop using that as a saying. You're so weird, Hudson. You're so weird.
Have you ever heard somebody say that?
No.
I never heard it either. And
It's a tough road to hoe, like as in
Yeah.
like you're farming.
yes.
Yeah, like actually, like
Interesting.
you're using, like I guess you're making the road is how I imagine it.
Dang, tough field to farm, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, you could say that.
Is that
and it'd
actually
be
a real
better.
one?
I mean
Have you
anything
heard that,
could
or are
be
you
a
just
real
making
one.
it up?
It's a tough road to drive on.
No, that's not the same.
I want to take my
It is
headphones
the same. It's a tough road, though.
Can we just go, guys? Can we just go get our snack and just go?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we're good
you.
to go.
It's a tough hill to climb.
Yeah. See, that's better.
But why? It all means the same thing.
Yeah, but other words have evolved into more negative terms, and it's just weird.
Yours sounded, but it kind of caught me off guard when you said it.
Yeah,
I was like, oh,
right.
dang, this podcast is changing. We're so open.
I think you guys just have you have inappropriate minds.
Okay.
Got it.
When I think of a hoe,
When was the last time you used a hoe?
you got to use a garden hoe sometimes.
I don't
You
think
don't
I
have
ever
a
have.
garden.
Yeah, you don't even garden.
Sometimes you
He
gotta
doesn't use a
one.
hoe. He's
Sometimes
never
you
used
gotta
a
use
garden
one.
hoe.
All right. Okay. Don't turn off the podcast yet. I promise there's other stuff. So just give it a second and enjoy the podcast today, okay?
We'll catch you next
See you
time.
guys.
Will we? Bye.
Don't say we didn't warn you. This is the worst of the riot.
Something along the lines of China and their telescope, their radio telescope, observe radio signals that may be evidence of aliens, of extraterrestrial life, something along those lines.
That news came out?
Yeah. And when I saw it, there was like no details. It was just, I saw that headline and then you looked at it. It was just like a brief report. And so I was like, well, that'll be interesting. If there's any ever, details, I'll have to wait on that. And it did not take long for that report actually to be taken down. It originated in Science and Technology Daily, which is a state-backed media outlet in China. But shortly thereafter, the post and the news story, that article, was taken down.
Oh, is there controversy?
And now the question is, why did they quickly pull the story from their website there? And what is the evidence they actually found?
Well, if I had to guess, they probably didn't have a choice about pulling the article.
Well, yeah,
down.
of
Someone
course.
probably
Well,
told them.
then why did the report get out in the first place?
I don't know. Sometimes that happens there, and then someone's corrected,
Yeah.
and they're told otherwise. I didn't know, but the report just is based out of their large telescope that they have there. It is a 1,640-foot dish, and it's the largest radio telescope in the world.
Yeah, they call it.
Looks like a big drum.
They call it the Sky Eye in China, which doesn't sound ominous at all,
No,
does
not
it?
that they're watching.
No, definitely not. Not that there's anything to worry about there, but it is curious. Now, some experts say that even if they whatever they picked up on here, whatever radio signals they found that they think are evidence of extraterrestrial technology, it's unlikely that it would be anything too concrete of. It's definitely not proof, but it could definitely be something worth looking into.
Well, maybe they picked up a certain radio show broadcasting more in North America. But just two crazy characters.
Yeah, it just sounds out of this world.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
They're like, I'm sorry, a what? A riot? What is that? And maybe they just picked up at that, and then they realized it was us, and so they
Well,
quickly deleted it.
Technically, I am an alien.
True.
I did not originate here in the United States, so I used to have a card that even said that I was an alien.
Well, now-
a legal alien.
Now they just picked up our podcast.
Yeah, that
Something
could
like
be.
that.
The alternative is, what if, and I don't think this is a big leap to say, what if they did pick up evidence of aliens?
They were forced to
And
remove the news.
The aliens saw the report and they're like, oh no, we can't have this getting out. So they zoomed to China and immediately took over Science and Technology Daily and removed the report.
Both our options are pretty out there. So I don't know about that. And I thought it was funny. You had said how this news was coming out and then it just vanished. I think most of us didn't even see the news in the first place.
Well, you're not paying enough attention.
I'm not paying enough attention to space news from
Yeah.
China about possible aliens.
I like the idea that the aliens are sophisticated enough that they could find the report.
Delete it.
They'd come to China. They'd be able to get to China instantly to delete it, but they wouldn't delete the reports. Or, they wouldn't cover too many tracks. They just delete the original news story,
But
and
leave
that's
it-
good enough for them.
that's all they can do.
I think that had to be what happened.
It's the worst of the riot on Radio U.
I got a question for you, Nikki.
Yeah.
You know what giving somebody the middle finger means, right?
Oh, I think we do. Yeah.
But what if you gave somebody the middle toe?
The middle toe?
Yeah.
Do people's toes like separate like that?
I'm sure somebody's does.
And how would one see that if you were Matt? Does it mean the same
If
thing?
I took off my shoe right now and gave you the middle toe.
First, I'd write you up because I'm sure it means something
But for
bad.
what it means or for taking my shoes off?
I don't know. I'd find something.
I don't know. I don't even know which toe would be the middle toe.
Well,
What do you think?
I mean, that's a good question.
You consider you're not wearing
one.
your feet are exposed, aren't they?
Look at my toes.
Yeah. Can you give me the middle toe right now?
No,
See if I'm offended.
I do not like moving my
It's
toes like
insulting.
that. I do not like it.
I consider the big toe to be the thumb of the foot.
Yeah, sure.
Would you think?
Yeah.
So that means it would literally be the toe that's right in the middle,
Well,
like third from either one.
Is there a study showing what it means, or are you just pondering
No, I just
this?
saw
You're just
I just saw. Yeah, I'm trying to get to the bottom of it.
I don't know. I'll let you do some Google searches.
Is there a different thing that like sign language for feet? Like, are you able to do different signs if you incorporate your feet?
I think
so that doing a middle toe could mean something completely different.
I just don't think people use the toes that way. So I think that's mostly just the fingers because it's quick and easy.
Yeah.
And someone can see it. Because if you're like, hey, I'm really mad at you, hang on. Let me get my shoes off.
Yeah. But you wouldn't really have to hang on. You just slide your thing right off. You'd be fine.
I guess I'm fight ready anytime.
Yeah, you're ready to give somebody the middle toe.
No,
or whichever toe is the one that insults them.
I am so non-confrontational with strangers and people that I wouldn't do that with my finger, and I'd especially not show you my toes, for sure.
I wonder if you gave somebody the middle toe, it's one of those, I'm not even mad, I'm just impressed situations. How do you have that kind of dexterity with your feet?
I don't know. I would just prefer not to comment on it. You leave those situations.
Yeah. Do you, are you able to pick stuff up with your feet?
Yeah. I mean, like if you drop like a piece of paper or something, but that's about it.
A piece of paper.
Light and easy. What do you mean?
I don't know. Just what if you got a paper cut?
It'd be okay. You're thinking too much about your toes.
I think I
I just don't know where this has come from. I'm a bit worried.
it's something that makes you think.
It just popped in your head.
Yeah, I saw somebody tweet about it, and it's a good question.
All right,
and I want to know what your thoughts were.
I don't have any.
And then I am curious because I'm a big toe pick-upper.
You are.
I use my toes. I mean, how often does it come up? But I'm ready and able.
Anytime.
If ever something is on the ground and I'm barefoot, I'll pick that right up without bending over.
All right. Well,
it's all good.
I'm saving all this stuff. I didn't know a lot about you when it comes to your toes. So I'm just filing this away so that I know in the future. You never wear sandals, but if it ever happens.
Yeah, you're right. It doesn't come up very often that I would be able to, maybe if I'm by the pool. But then something's on the ground anyways, so do you still want it?
No, I think you're a secret toe person. Like in your office, you take your shoes off. And someone knocks at your door, like, wait, hang on.
Yeah, actually, that's happened before.
You got to put your shoes back on.
You won't hear a show like this anywhere else. And that's probably for the best. The worst of the riot. Radio U.
This is the other big thing that has just been all over the internet since yesterday. And that is the first look at Ryan Gosling as Ken
in
the new Barbie movie.
The Barbie movie.
Which comes out next summer, July 21st of next year. Did you get to see the pictures?
I did.
The picture?
I saw Margot Robbie. They've had that picture out for a while of her take on Barbie.
Yeah.
But this was the first one for Ken.
And what do you think?
It feels pretty Ken.
You think?
I think so.
His hair, is that what Ken's hair looks like?
No, I thought it was more like slicked back a bit.
Yeah,
But
I always thought it was like browner too.
I think
like his hair is like almost the same color as yours.
Well,
in this picture.
Listen, Ken can have whatever color hair he wants.
Sure he can, sure.
All right? Like it's different than it used to be.
He also is not embracing hot hirsute summer whatsoever. But that would make sense because, Ken was a plastic doll.
Sure.
It would be very difficult. I don't think they've ever made a hairy Ken, have they? That'd be weird to have a hairy chest on a plastic doll.
I'm sure since Barbie and Ken were still targeted towards younger, they want everybody to feel included. Like you see yourself when you see Barbie or Ken. But like at that age, you probably don't have as much like chest hair or like a mustache. So I don't think they've ever had to worry about Ken.
Man, I don't know. It just feels like back. I mean, Barbie. How long has Barbie been around?
I think forever.
Like in the heyday of like Burt Reynolds and stuff. It seems like they would have made a hairy Ken.
You know, I watched Netflix had like that toy documentary for a while, and I want to say maybe 40s, 50s or something, maybe before then.
Yeah,
it's been a long time.
That's that. You know what? If they haven't had a hairy Ken in 80 years,
and now's not going to happen.
That is, you know what that is? That's discriminatory against us hirsute folks.
Well, why don't you start posting complaints online?
Yeah. I also like how he's got his own. Those are his underwear, right?
Yeah, it says Ken on it. Like Calvin is like Ken.
His underwear that cover up nothing in particular. So, I mean, I like the look of it. You know what I just mean? Like it looks like it's going to be a very colorful movie. It does feel like it's capturing something about Barbie, something that I don't really understand because I don't know much about Barbie. But
well, I think I'm more curious, and so I'd be interested in watching it. Again, you have over a year.
Yeah.
No rush. There's nothing else besides 2 pictures. But I'm just curious on their take on it. Like, how comedic will it be?
Right. I mean, you would hope, right? With Ryan Gosling can be a funny guy. It's got Will Ferrell in it. Simu Liu. Is that how, I still never know how to say his name.
Yes.
The guy from Shang-Chi and Kim's Convenience. And then America Ferrera, Kate McKinnon. There's a lot of people that at least claim to be funny that are supposed to be in this. So it should be funny, right?
I think so.
I mean, how can you do a serious take on Barbie?
Well, that's
a 100% deadpan.
That's also what I'm curious about. So I think we'll know more, closer to next year. It's out there.
Yeah. This is a tough one. Do I need to go trailer free on Barbie the movie?
I think you're okay to have a few spoilers whenever that trailer comes out.
Maybe give me at least a taste.
This is Radio U's Worst of the Riot.
Guys are around. Did you hear any of the hot goss going on around the office yesterday?
The office here? What do we have?
It's actually not. Hot goss is gossip. It's not. It was just a conversation we were having. We were talking about which abbreviation you use the most.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why did that come up?
JR was talking about on a show and stuff. So now we're copying him. Which one do you think? I think LOL has to be. He said that should be eliminated. Yeah,
meaning like just not everybody does that one as much.
That one's too. Well, it's just too obvious. So what else? What other abbreviation when you're texting or whatever you constantly using? I know exactly what mine is.
I'm looking up a list of abbreviations so I can see which ones I might realize. I don't think I realize until afterwards.
For me, talking of LOL though, I never really use LOL. I always say haha.
Oh, gotcha.
You're a haha guy. I go back and forth. I'll use LOL and I'll use haha.
Do you have like you just depending on a phase or
no? Because I'll use multiple in one text, and if I say LOL 3 times in one text, that's too much.
I'm good. I'm really happy you noticed that because sometimes people don't. You're like, wow, you really like that.
You're really laughing out loud throughout this text.
The thing you're saying about you're laughing at your own thing. You're saying nobody does that.
It depends on each person too, like who you're actually talking to. Some you might have a certain style with one friend or the other, like a family member, you might have a different style.
So overall, what is your top abbreviation?
Well, I want to hear yours first. I'm going to steal someone's.
All right, Isaiah, you go first.
I don't even know if I use one other than LOL.
No way.
I don't think I use any other like abbreviations. I guess the only ones that I would say every now and then I'll say like to be honest, like TBH.
Sure,
I'll use that one, and then like if I say like definitely, I'll just say def instead. But those are the only 2 that I probably ever use.
Those are good. Some other ones are, I haven't seen this one in a while. ROFL, rolling on the floor.
Laugh. Yeah.
See, I never knew what that one was.
Oh, you never did?
I didn't know. I've seen people use it. I didn't know.
Some are so many letters, like you might as well just put it out.
Yeah.
ICYMI, in case you missed it. LMK, I like that one, the let me know. NVM, never mind. And then TBH, I see tons too, to be honest.
Is one of the more common.
Which means if they're pointing it out, they're lying.
Yeah.
My top one, it's obvious. IDK.
Yeah.
I use that all the time because contrary to it might sound like on the show, I don't know.
And you have your own abbreviation with it?
I have no clue. Yep.
What about TBF?
What is that?
To be fair?
To be frank.
To
or
be
I guess
frank?
fair will work too.
See, that's a tough one. That's not even clear what it means, so you shouldn't use that. You should not.
BTW, by the way.
That's occasional.
HMU, hit me up.
That sounds so old.
Well, yeah, some of these are way old.
What, do you use that in your AIM messenger?
But hit me up.
What are you doing
HMU?
there? Are you trying to hurt some older person's feelings? What are you doing?
I still would use that from time to time. If I'm texting my friends.
No, you do not.
All right, just hit me
How
up.
How old are you?
Oh, I thought you meant the messenger.
No, I'll use hit me up. I won't
the abbreviation or just you say hit me up?
No, I'll use HMU. Like, all right, just hit me up.
I can't believe that.
Well, here's
really?
No, I cannot believe it.
Yeah, I'll text people and be like, all right, yeah, just hit me up later on, and I'll use HMU.
Well, here's some more business ones for the workwear. Like if you're working. EOD, end of day. AKA, also known as.
Okay.
DIY, do it yourself. That could come off and mean.
Yeah,
if you
I was
want
thinking
to.
that.
Let's see. OOO, out of the office. And TIA, thanks in advance.
I have not. Most of these I have no clue about. Like, I don't see, not only do I not use them, I don't see other people using them. We definitely don't like email like that.
But I don't think we have a truly big business culture here.
We don't have a Slack channel.
No.
We just talk to each other in person or not at all.
And we
much.
barely.
Yeah.
Barely. What do I need from you guys outside of this?
I mean, we do the whole show together, and when the show's over, like no one even wants to abbreviate.
Yeah.
Like,
We
that's
talk
just
for
too
so
much.
long in the mornings. Once the show's over, if we didn't get it out in the morning, I don't need to know.
Yeah, and 9 times out of 10, if it's something that, well, I could email about this, or I could go find them, and then if I can't find them, I can just wait till tomorrow and find them then. Like, it's never, I never feel like it's so important that I need to get it out so fast and save time by abbreviating.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, well, okay. So IDK, that's how we end this.
Bye.
Yeah.
Actual bye.
Find more Riot content online. riot.radiou.com.
Is anybody else having a tough time planning vacations this summer?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes, over here.
Okay.
Hand raised.
I'm glad that I'm not alone.
You are not alone.
I feel that that normally us being on the radio, we'd be the ones here that would be like, here's some tips for how to save money and plan a great summer vacation. Where you should go, whatever. And we'd have like articles, whatever. But we're not the people to ask because we are struggling just as much as anybody else right now.
I feel like a lot of people are either going and doing something and then it's being ruined by something else. So you don't actually get your vacation, or you do and it's just super crowded.
Yeah.
But I want to find some place. Okay, here's what I'm looking for.
All right. You tell me. I'll see if I can help.
Inexpensive.
And, all right. Nope.
Fun. No drama. No drama. Not a lot of people around. I don't want it to be crowded.
It sounds like you want to stay at home.
I know, actually, doesn't it? I don't want it to be too hot or too cold. Very much Goldilocks.
Yeah.
I want a just right vacation.
And how are you going to get there?
Well, okay. Eric and I are using a camper for the first time.
Ooh.
He has always wanted to do that, and I've decided to be supportive.
Like a trailer that you hook up?
That you put to your car.
Yeah.
So I
mean, you can go anywhere then.
I know, but so many places are booked, like because everybody else is doing it.
Park in a Walmart parking lot.
Well, that could also be good. So I don't know if anybody has any good ideas for like places to go or parks or
well, not
resorts that also allow you to camp, but you can go inside if you don't like it. Things like that.
That actually have like indoor showers and bathrooms would be good.
Things that I would make me feel comfortable on a vacation.
I'm right. I mean, I wish I had some good advice for you. I don't know that I do. I'm having a tough time as well because of where we're located, right?
Yeah.
It's either for most of the places, and it's not that I've lived here that long or done that much traveling, but I feel that I've done most of the really good vacation spots.
Yeah.
So I've already done anything that truly interests me. And then anything else you have to fly to. And I thought, maybe it's not so bad if I had to fly. And then I was looking up prices and I was like, it is so bad.
It is
like
so
how
bad.
much more? I mean, gas prices are through the roof. How much more could it be to fly? Oh, it's way more. It is way more.
You want a camper too? You want to rent one? And go on out.
Oh, wouldn't that be great? A joint vacation?
Be like, guys, it's not weird. They'd probably just make us still do the show.
Exactly. Yeah, you guys are going to be together anyways.
I might as well do the show.
You might as well. I don't know. I'm having a tough time with it.
If
And, we're already here in the middle of June. We haven't actually officially planned any summer vacations.
And we haven't booked anything.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure we'll find something.
Yeah.
So if anybody has any ideas, we're looking for like, oh no one else goes, but it's the most beautiful spot in the world.
Right.
You know, things like that. Feel free to text at 877 Radio U because I don't know what else to do, but I want to do something.
Right. I don't want to just sit at home all summer and then you get to Labor Day and you're going to look back and you're going to say the summer was a waste. I just hung out with Nikki and Isaiah the whole time.
What a hot
But it's not even Isaiah because he's going to go off. He's got vacations planned.
He's going to Vegas. He's got other vacations. I tell you, we are not doing as much as him, and it's starting to show.
We should probably have him in to tell us all his vacation stuff and see if we, not horn in, but just see what his keys to success with his vacations are.
I think because he has more friends, and they actually go do things. That's the difference.
That's part of it.
Our friends don't do anything.
It's almost like one of his friends gets an idea, and then his vacation is planned for him, where we actually have to figure it out ourselves.
And if it doesn't work out, they're still having fun.
Yeah.
Because they're just friends.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll get him in and see what he says.
So any ideas? Oh, I'd really appreciate something.
8772 Radio U.
This is the Riot Radio U.
The dilemma, the issue that we're facing right now is that neither Nikki nor I have any official vacation plans all summer long.
Nope.
And we're trying, obviously the summer basically is halfway over almost. We're getting there.
Well, don't say that.
What do you mean?
As far as like when you could actually take a vacation, I feel like you should have booked it by now.
Yeah.
It's going to be, everything's full.
Right. So Isaiah, tell us how many vacations you have planned for this summer.
Well, it just depends what you count as like a vacation, you know? Like obviously a couple weekends ago, I went to like the Indy 500 and did that. So like a weekend in Indy. Is that really a vacation?
I'll count
You didn't take time off though.
No, I didn't take time off. I just took
So that's borderline.
Yeah, so just like a Friday through Sunday thing. So I would say the majority of my vacations are like weekend
They can't
trips.
see your air quotes.
I know, I'm air quoting over and over again. My vacations, like I'm going to Fort Lauderdale for a weekend. I'm doing that next weekend, I guess. I'm going to like a concert over the course of like a weekend too, and so it's like a Thursday through Sunday. Does that count?
Yes.
If you're taking time off and
to-
leaving the city, then yeah.
I'm going to Las Vegas over the course of a weekend. Does that count?
Yes,
I guess
it
that one
does.
probably counts.
Yeah, that definitely counts.
And then obviously the Indy one that I already took. I might go to Chicago over the course of a weekend too. And so does that count? You know, those
Can
are
you stop doing things?
those are
Stop it.
low key.
Well, what is your
weekend
key
trips?
to?
It's friends. I tell you, it's friends.
But how do you so easily plan this stuff?
What do you
Is
mean?
it because you're single?
I think it's because it's just me. Like I have no one else to please.
Yeah.
Like if Nikki's trying to figure out something she wants to do, then Eric also has to approve of that. And so like getting on the same page where if I want to do something, for the most part, my friends want to do the same things as me, and they're very easily convinced to do things. And so planning out the trips and like all the trips that I've planned have been planned since like February. So like I like paid for them then, booked them then, where they were probably a little bit cheaper.
Yeah.
A little cheaper than they are
Exactly.
right now. It's a little more expensive.
Don't you think it's kind of ironic too, Nikki, that like a lot of summers you'd wind up having to go and see like your family.
Yeah.
Other family members would be involved in. You have to go visit these people, or these people are coming to visit.
COVID though.
Yeah.
And then
they
you
kind of
don't have
dialed
to-
back.
You don't have to go see your family anymore, but then that means that was all your vacations.
It's a blessing and a curse. Yeah, because now you don't have that built-in vacation.
I know.
It means you have freedom, but you don't actually. What is freedom if you can't actually exercise it, or you don't know how? I'm at a loss right now. I don't know if we're gonna get to leave the state this summer.
You can do it. I think you just need to just commit to doing it. You know, you just have to commit to doing it.
I don't know. I feel so lazy right now. I don't even feel like doing anything, but I want to. I want to find
I really
something.
want to, but like
Yeah.
you're being in between so many different things. If you just lay it down to this is what we're doing, then just did it. You would do it.
So we all have different. I mean, you don't have issues. You just have vacations. But Nikki and I have different. Because Nikki is like, I just don't know about like you. What are you just indecisive and everything? You talk yourself out of because. What, like it just looks like too much work to be relaxing?
I just don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to set anything up.
You can poke holes in anything. For me, I come up with a few good ideas and then I start to add up the prices. Like, well, I can't afford that.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like whether it's gas or lodging or the airplane or all 3 or, whatever it is. It just all adds up. And it's just like, I don't know if I want to leave that bad,
What are you planning for the fall, Isaiah? Can you let us know?
I'll let you know when I start planning it so that we can all simultaneously be like, okay, we're ready for the fall.
Can we all be,
I want us to be working on it together.
Yeah.
I just want to be included in the friend group, so I just go along with whatever they plan.
We'll
just kick in a few bucks. Am I invited?
I don't know yet.
It's a possibility.
Thanks for watching the worst of the riot. Since you made it this far, you might as well like, subscribe, and check out riot.radiou.com for even more riot.